We have spent the past 3 months cruising the beautiful islands of Vanuatu. It has been an incredible time, but unfortunately, it's now time to return to Australia to avoid cyclone season and make it home for Christmas. In this episode, we tackle our biggest passage yet, 1,200 nautical miles and over 10 days of sailing. Coffs Harbor, here we come. What's up, guys? I am feeling really excited but also a little bit sad because today it's time for us to leave Vanuatu. We've been there for the last 3 months and it has been so awesome. So I'm a bit bummed that we have to leave, but life does go on. So we are cleared out now. We spent all day clearing out today. It's about 3 o'clock right now. And we're going to just get going in a second. We're cooking up the last little bit of lunch. Cleaning out the last bits and bobs on the boat, and we're going to get sailing. We are planning to probably go to either Sydney or Coffs Harbor, depending on how well we get. The weather is looking pretty funny. There's a big light patch, bit of wind, bit of southerlies, and it goes northerly. But yeah, total distance 1,200, maybe 1,400 nautical miles. If we go to Sydney, it's 400. Coffs is a bit shorter. We got good stock of bananas. We got good stock of coconuts. We got hell of a lot of food. We pre-cooked meals because there's no frozen meals for sale here in the things. Quinn's been doing a good job with that. Everything's reasonably clean except for the floor that needs vacuuming, but we'll do that later. We got a bunch of water, and we actually bought a bunch of just bottled water as well because we were worried we didn't have enough water. Full of fuel. We cleaned the bottom of the hull. We're almost about to go sailing for 10 or 11 or 12 days. Hell yeah. Hopefully 10. Hopefully 10, I think it'll be more. We'll see. That didn't take too long. Anchor's now off the bottom. Boys are just cranking up the last couple of meters. We are drifting, so I came back to steer so we don't crash into anybody else. Bye, Vanuatu. Oh, I'm sad. I'm sad. It's so good here. I'm sad to leave. Oh. We just remembered that we should do the honours. Drop the flag. Alright, you can drop the flag. Oh, so sad.
Bye, Vanuatu.
Yeah. This is Khan, a sailing friend of mine who's the same age as the rest of us. He flew up to join us for the passage home. Big thanks to him for the help. We headed out with mixed feelings of sadness, excitement and apprehension, motor sailing towards one of the many beautiful sunsets we got to experience on this amazing voyage. Overnight, the wind picked up to 15 knots and we flew across the waveless ocean. Up comes the sun. Day 2 now. Night was pretty chill. Been going super fast, probably like between 6 and 7 knots. But yeah, good night. High speeds. And reasonably flat waters. It's a little bit rockier now, but it's been pretty good. Going strong. Yeah. Just hooked a nice little tuna. Oh shoot! The trade winds held all day. and we averaged about 6 knots. The weather stayed warm and the water stayed flat. By the end of the day, we're about halfway between New Caledonia and Vanuatu. Well guys, it's day 3. The conditions have been another, oh it looks uneven, hold on. Well, it's day 3. Today has been just another really perfect day. A couple of moments where it was a bit lighter and we're going a bit slow, but most of the time we've just been flying along between 5 and 6 knots, sometimes a bit over 6. Got all 3 sails, full sails up. Yeah, we're just going fast. Beautiful weather, just the right temperature when you're in the shade. Moves in. Whoa, wave. I find it's about on the 3rd day when you start to settle into a routine that's sustainable for the long run.
Watch him go bite the lure now. No, I think he wants to spread it out.
He's going to try and land on the spreader or something. There he goes. It's the morning of day 4. The wind is light, but just coming up a little bit now. It was about 5 knots, now it's 8, 9. And the waves are non-existent, which is pretty cool to see. Just completely flat water. Got full sails up again. Put a reef in last night and took it out this morning. Yeah, still going good. We were a bit slow last night. Now that we've got full sails up and the wind's come up, back up to speed. We've hooked a fish. What will it be? Oh, it's blue. Whoa! Oh. Crank. Oh. Don't let him unhook himself. Wow, he's got a lot of energy. Usually mahis get tired out.
Come on.
No, gotta follow through.
Oh, that's such a bad gap. That's such a bad gap. Alright, got him. That's a nice one.
Wow. That's a big one. It's a pretty big fish. Lift it a little bit higher.
It's a tad bit too high for me to get the GoPro in the water.
We had now made it past New Caledonia and were sailing towards a large patch of light wind. As the wind consistently dropped throughout the day, we were forced to start motor sailing in order to maintain our target speed of over 5 knots. That night, we also had an unexpected passenger. Whoa! He's got to learn how to balance. Don't scare him. What do we do? I don't know. Day 5, I think, and there's no wind. It was to be expected, however, it's still pretty lame. Just motoring. Wind should come in this afternoon, I think, or tonight, or sometime. Caught a few fish, got a nice tuna, lost a few big fish. It's really hot. really, really hot. Just trying to stay in the shade as much as we can. This over protection.
This is pretty.
Doing a fuel up.
Wow. How wobbly, bro.
Do a
Don't
flip.
drift away.
You good?
Slipped so bad. You was better.
Bro, you hit the lure. That could
I
have.
saw it, I just stuck my elbow at it because my back was going to
so lucky. Alright, I'm gonna jump in. Sunset swimming. Look at Quinn go. The prow. That is crazy. This might be one of the most beautiful and breathtaking things I've ever seen in my entire life. Everything from the sunset to the perfectly still and glassy water, it all came together to make a really magical moment. Bro, this looks so cool. Oh.
Oh my god! Square shape to it? Yeah. In front of the sun, for the boat. Oh yeah. It's a big wave. So bad. You don't have to use this.
Overnight, the wind picked up from the south. By 7:30 in the morning, we were sailing upwind in 15 to 18 knots of wind and bashing through a sharp chop. We were only able to make about 4 knots of boat speed until the afternoon when the wind shifted east and we could reach at over 6 knots. Also, one of our beds got wet, so we had to dry it up on the deck. Nah, it really doesn't, does it? Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? Here's a look into our nighttime routine. We always put an extra reef in the sail before sunset, then cook and eat dinner as a group before beginning the night shifts. As you can see, we eat under a red light because we don't want to lose our night vision once the sun's gone down. What is it, like day 7? We're reaching straight at Coffs Harbor, which is good. A little bit of waves. Going fast, so we're pretty happy after going slow for 2 days. Everyone's a bit sleepy though. It was a rough night. Just a lot of rocking and wet beds. Everyone's a bit tired. But we'll live. Hopefully.
Take the photo at 6.9.
Yeah, I gotta time it right.
Yeah.
7.5, oh yeah.
I always think that's flat as it goes. I don't look at that.
After a beautiful day of sailing on day 7, the wind died and we motored almost the whole 8th day. Coffs Harbor is now less than 400 nautical miles away. On our first night shift in this voyage, I only wore a t-shirt, but now I was wearing multiple jumpers and tracksuit pants to stay warm. We definitely have left the tropics behind us. Spinning. So you're gonna get rained on a bit. Not really see it. The dark patches of water are where it was raining. It's a strange phenomenon that we see reasonably often when we're at sea. We're getting rained on. This is very exciting for us. Have a look. There's other boats. It's the first time in 9 days that we've seen other boats. It's like a fleet of fishing boats, I think. It's crazy. We're into the busy waters now, I reckon. We're getting pretty close to Australia. If we zoom out, I'll show you how far away we are. It's about 130 nautical miles from the mainland. So the plan is to go to here. Then we like sort of dodge this sea mount which kicks up waves, and there's a good 2-knot current going down apparently. Then we'll zoom all the way down to wherever Coffs Harbor is, there. Coffs Harbor. So we just gotta survive the next couple of days of light wind, and then strong northerly, strong current will fly. So how do you feel after 8 days on the boat?
I feel like I'm going a bit crazy, to be honest.
Bit crazy.
I'm running out of to do.
I don't think you've done anything.
I haven't.
You've sat on your phone.
And I'm already out of things to do. The conditions have been nice. I really appreciate the conditions.
They have been.
It's been a different world compared to last crossing.
man.
Oh my god.
Especially
I'd take these 10 days over the
It's
6
insane.
days of the other shit any day of the
Yeah,
week.
well, we haven't seen over 20 knots.
Yeah, we have,
Well-
but like only a gust.
I haven't.
I haven't.
23 is the most I've
20,
seen.
you said, when did you say 23? Damn.
Yeah, it went
That
one night.
There was a bit of breeze.
Oh, right, I must have
Khan
missed
said he
it.
saw it get up to 25.
Yeah,
Really?
It was Khan and I up, and it was gusting.
Right, and it was windy.
Yeah.
I
I
haven't
didn't
seen
know
it get
that.
over.
I think we had 2 reefs.
I haven't seen
in
it get
that
up
night,
to
so
20.
it was
Yeah, I haven't seen
fair
over.
one.
I
I
haven't
don't
seen
think I've
20.
seen over 16.
Yeah, we saw 0 boats for 8 days up until today. That's kind of crazy, I think.
Let me in.
It looks like-
Am I doing the right hole?
You
You reckon it's this one? Oh my god.
Yeah, we're almost back in Australia. That means the trip is almost over, which is something that, at least for me, is sort of, I'm struggling to actually comprehend. I think the more that I've sailed, the more that I've lived this lifestyle, and yeah, just the more time I've spent out living on a boat, the more I've come to love it. Like, the more I want to do it, and the less I can imagine going home, living a normal life on land. It's something I'm going to have to do, obviously. I think everyone's different as well. The boys, I think, are pretty excited to go back. Me personally, if it was possible, I would like to just keep sailing forever. But I've got to go back, and I've got to do uni, and then maybe I'll go sailing again. I need to get some money one day. But it's been really good out here on the ocean. I've really enjoyed this crossing. It's just been amazing. So many beautiful sunsets. Like right now, look at that. Wow. So many beautiful sunsets, so many beautiful sunrises, so many beautiful days of flat water and sun, and nice wind. It's just been, yeah, we've been blessed. So yeah, I'm kind of sad that it's over. It's been one hell of a year. well, we are not too far, a couple of days out still from Coffs Harbor, but I've been looking through the biosecurity, and they're very strict on things like mud and like clay, and we got a little bit of that like dried up onto the anchor, so it's a little bit wavy, but I'm gonna give it my best shot at cleaning it off. See how it goes. Alright, these are our tools. We got paint scraper, fire brush, and a flathead screwdriver. See how it goes.
Still dried on there.
Yeah, I think maybe a bit of water might help.
Do you want a bucket?
Yeah, thanks. Right.
Oh, there's camera.
Really hard. Hold on, reset. Alright, ready, set, go. Yeah, can't do that in 3:92.
3 seconds?
3 seconds 92.
That's a bit
They're trying to tell me that was 10 seconds.
that
3 seconds 92. Oh, I missed the sunset because we were putting 30 reefs in. Might be 25 knots tomorrow. But this is the last sunset.
Yeah.
The last night. We've had a good sunset, I think, almost every night, but like 1 or 2. It's pretty crazy. A good run. It's quite wavy. Rolling all over the place. Look at all the boats. Lots of things to dodge at 3 AM. Lots of things to dodge. We are 18 nautical miles away, 0.9, 19. Oh, and there's a big storm. Oh God. Oh God. That's a lot of thunder. That's a lot of thunder.
Thank you. Oh, overlay off, that's why it's not working.
The last 4 to 5 hours of our trip felt like the longest and the hardest. The wind and weather were all over the place, forcing us to almost constantly adjust our sails. The boat also became very messy because we got a bit of tunnel vision aiming at the finish and gave up on our tidiness systems. About 15 nautical miles away from our destination after 11 days of sailing, and we're getting rained on. Lovely. It's the best way to arrive places. It happened to us in Vanuatu as well, didn't it? The day we arrived in Vanuatu after days of sailing, we got rained on. Happens every time.
It always chases us. No matter what, it always finds us.
Getting rained on again. Happens a lot. Eventually the storm passed and we had a clear run into Coffs Harbor. All the way in. My house. Fast. Wow, we made it. Look at that. We came in just before sunset, so we missed customs. So we anchored out in the harbour and the next day went into the marina where we could get cleared into the country. Coffs Harbor. The famous Coffs Harbor. Well, we anchored for the night. Came in this morning. Wow, look at that. It's land. How crazy. Yeah, customs was super easy. Took about half an hour max. Just had to fill out a bunch of forms, then they checked the boat a little bit, and yeah, it was super easy. But I'm about to jump on dry land for the first time in like 12 days or so. Ready? Watch this. This isn't really dry land, it's a floating dock, but it's gonna count. What? It's solid! This passage has been something I will never forget. The sheer, breathtaking beauty that the ocean showed us over our 10 days at sea was truly incredible. In this video, I tried to show how on passage, time can go both slow and fast at the same time. There are high action moments followed by hours upon hours of just stillness. I couldn't be more grateful to have done this trip with such a good crew of people, so thank you, Quinn, Sweeney and Khan, for making such a fun and like-minded team. As always guys, thank you very much for watching my video. If you don't know, we have now left the boat, but there are still more adventures to come, most likely on a new boat, so subscribe to stay on board and we'll see you guys later.